Welcome to the deep dive. You know how it is, right? A company makes a big splash about sustainability goals.
Hmm?
But then you look a year later, and systemically, not much seems to have shifted.
Exactly. And today we're digging into some really interesting research by Jonathan H. Westover that tackles why that happens.
Okay, so what's the mission here? What's the core problem Westover's looking at?
It's really about this disconnect. Organizations, especially big ones, they tend to focus inward, policies, internal targets.
Right, what they can control directly.
But they often ignore the power dynamics outside their own walls, especially with suppliers and partners.
Yeah.
And that's where things get stuck.
Ah, so it's that relationship, the power balance or imbalance, that's the bottleneck.
Totally. If the main company just dictates terms, imposes rules, well, real deep change just sort of withers. It hits a ceiling because it's hierarchy, not collaboration.
So this isn't just theory. Westover actually researched this.
Oh, yeah, seriously. It's a mixed method study. They surveyed 127 sustainability professionals and then did in-depth interviews with 18 leaders, people actually driving these transformations.
Got it. So what was the big takeaway, the headline finding from all that data?
It was pretty clear. The research showed that if you strategically address and actively reshape those power dynamics between organizations, it significantly boosts how effective your sustainability efforts are. We're talking a beta of 0.36, significant stuff. It really accelerates things.
A beta of 0.36, so a measurable impact. It moves the needle from just talking about it to actually doing it.
That's the core idea. Resetting power isn't just nice to have. It's, well, apparently crucial for making goals reality.
All right, let's unpack how you do that. The study laid out three main ways, these sort of pillars for reshaping power.
Yep, three key levers. And the first one really stood out in the numbers: technological transparency mechanisms.
Technology. Okay, how does that work in terms of power?
Well, digital tools, things for shared tracking, data sharing, monitoring compliance together, they emerged as the strongest single factor. The beta there was even higher, 0.41.
Stronger than the overall effect. Why? What do these tools do to the power dynamic?
They act like a power equalizer. Think about it. Often, the big company has all the information. The supplier is kind of in the dark.
Right. Information asymmetry.
Exactly. These tools reduce that gap. They make things visible to everyone involved. And interestingly, the effect was way stronger for suppliers.
Oh, really? How much stronger?
Significantly. For suppliers, the boost was 0.53. For the main company, the focal firm, it was 0.29. So it really helps level the playing field for the supplier.
That makes sense. It empowers them with knowledge. But there's a catch, isn't there, about how these tools are designed?
A huge one. The research really stressed this. The tools have to be designed for bidirectional transparency, information flowing both ways.
Not just the big company looking in.
Right. If it's just one-way surveillance, it actually just reinforces the old power over dynamic. It becomes a new digital leash, basically. It needs to be collaborative.
Okay, so transparency tools are pillar one. But just seeing the problem doesn't mean a supplier can fix it, right? What about their actual ability to change?
Good point. And that brings us straight to pillar two. Capability building networks.
Networks for building skills.
Yeah, think shared training programs, joint R&D projects, workshops where expertise is shared across companies. This also had a strong positive link. Beta around 0.38.
And the mechanism there, how does that shift power?
It changes the supplier's role. They go from just being, passive folks ticking boxes on a checklist
To being active contributors, problem solvers.
Exactly. They get the expertise, the resources, the confidence to actually co-create solutions, not just comply with demands. It fundamentally changes the relationship structure.
So we have tech for transparency, networks for capability. What's the third pillar?
Pillar 3 is about making this collaboration more formal, more baked in. It's collaborative governance structures.
Governance, like shared committees or board representation.
Things like that. Formal processes for shared decision-making, maybe joint steering committees, ensuring different stakeholders have a voice at the table. This also helps. Beta about 0.34.
Okay. But the research found this one depends a bit more on the context.
It did. It seems to work much better, or maybe it's easier to implement in service sectors. Beta there was 0.41.
Higher.
Yeah. Compared to manufacturing, where it was lower, 0.28. It suggests that, industry culture, existing relationship models, they really matter for how easily you can embed these formal shared structures.
Makes sense. Some industries have more adversarial histories, maybe.
Could be. Legacy matters.
So if we put these three pillars together, The tech, the capability building, the shared governance. What's the overall transformation that's happening?
It's driving this fundamental shift, a shift away from what you might call power over.
The old way, coercive, compliance-driven, big company dictates.
Right. And moving towards power with.
Collaboration, shared goals, shared accountability.
Exactly. Mutual benefits. And the data really backs this up, that deeper integration across these company boundaries, built on balanced power, strongly predicts positive transformation outcomes. That link was 0.45, very strong.
So balancing power isn't just fair, it's actually effective for getting sustainability results.
That's what the evidence points to. Systemic change needs that balanced, collaborative approach.
Okay, so let's wrap this up with a final thought for everyone listening, something to chew on.
Yeah, I think the research leaves us with this really provocative idea about technology and governance systems. They're never really neutral.
Meaning
They either end up... Right. The deeper question is, are the systems you're building today designed for centralized control? Or are they intentionally structured for more decentralized, equitable power sharing?
Because how you answer that question might just determine whether you can actually solve the big, complex, cross-company problems you'll face tomorrow.
Well put. It's about the inherent structure of power in the systems we create.